What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Roblox video. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can make a banner in Photopea. But before the video gets started, I would like to give a shout out to Palmy_RB for the suggestion of this video. But anyways, let's do it. Alright, so the first thing I want to go ahead and do is find a template off of Google. So, banner, okay, YouTube template banner, okay, and we're going to be using this one for today's video. Now we can go ahead and go to photopea.com. Will be in the link in the description below. Click New Project, YouTube cover, put the background to transparent, click Create. Now use Ctrl-V on your keyboard and this should fit perfectly. So now you're going to want to go ahead and insert a background that you would like to use. I will have all of these colors of backgrounds in the link in the description below. I'll show you all of them. So here's the blue one, okay? And then here is the red one, okay? Here is the orange one. And then here is the green one. And then I have one more, which is the purple pink, okay? But that's all the backgrounds that I will have. So they'll be in the link in the description below. You can use whatever backgrounds you would like, but I just think those look really good. Okay, so now let's just add all of those back in. And with this blue, let's make sure we're holding shift when we enlarge it so it keeps its actual size. Okay, so now it's big enough. Let's put it in the about right there. Looks about good. Okay, make sure it's a smart object so that it has good quality. Okay, so now we're gonna click these little text icon. Click this little eye right here and hold Alt to zoom in. Okay, so we're going to want to add a new text layer. Set the size to 150. Okay, and then I'm just going to make a random name. Let's do vector. Make sure you're holding shift. Vector 3D, just like that. Okay, so now we can set the color to a nice blue. We'll add a gradient in a minute, but let's click this little check icon. Go into here, and now let's do a gradient overlay. Okay, let's set this to 0, so that it goes sideways, and then let's do a lighter blue like this to about this, maybe? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now we're going to want to go ahead and add a stroke. Set the size to 3, set the color to white, and now we're going to want to do an outer glow. Okay, and let's go into it. Set the blend mode to normal. Have the opacity at 100. Okay, you don't actually have to use exact settings, but I think these look good. Set the size to 10. And that should be good. So now we can add a drop shadow and set the opacity to 57. Set the blend mode to normal. Set the angle to 120. Okay. Set the distance to 23. Okay. And set the size to 13. Alright. We can actually increase the opacity a little bit. Down the distance a little bit. Alright, perfect. So that is our text. So we can go ahead and enlarge this now. Ctrl-Z and enlarge it while holding shift. Okay. So now that that's in the center, we can go ahead and add some of our social media. Okay. So now we can go ahead and insert, or we can actually right click on this. Click duplicate layer, and let's get the Twitter icon. So let's look up Twitter icon. Okay. So now we can go to images and click on a transparent Twitter icon if I can actually find one. This will work for now. Let's right click on it, click copy image. Go back into Photopea. Make sure we're not on the text layer. Okay, click Ctrl-V. And now I have that. Now let's set the blend mode to overlay, I guess. What should we set it to? Linear dodge. You know what? Let's just delete the background. So let's select this little wand tool and let's click on it. Now you're going to want to click delete. Okay. And now we can go ahead and scale this down. We need to be holding shift. That. Okay, there we go. And now we can take this other vector 3D. Let's scale this down because we don't need it this big. And scale it down more. Alright. So now we can move this Twitter icon over here. And let's make sure this is a smart object. Okay. So right here, we can put it in the center. Let's try to find it. Where is the center? Perfect. Okay. So now let's put this Twitter icon right next to it. Okay. And now we're going to want to do its vector or something like that. Let's do its vector. Okay. I'm just coming up with random stuff right now. So now we can add all the same effects to the Twitter icon that we did to all the other layers. So let's do a gradient overlay, and then let's do an outer glow, drop shadow, stroke. It should have all of the same effects already on there. So that looks pretty good. And now let's do one more thing. So let's add a Discord icon. Okay. So now I can go ahead and use this icon will work. Okay, let's right click and copy image, go back into Photopea, paste it in, and this is actually a very large image, so let's hold Alt, zoom out, and let's scale this down a lot. Okay. Now we're going to want to zoom out and select the hand tool, move over. Okay, so now we can go back into here, keep holding shift until we get the right size. Okay, so there we go, and let's now double click on it, add all the same effects, so stroke, outer glow, drop shadow, gradient overlay. Perfect. So now we can duplicate that, add its vector, click duplicate layer, and put it down here, and do vector hashtag 7290 or whatever. That's how the Discord things work if you didn't already know. Okay, so now we can go ahead and put this back on. Hold Alt to zoom out. And yeah, this actually looks pretty good. Let's make sure this Discord icon is over the layer so that we can actually see it. But yeah, guys, I guess that's going to be it for this video. But before we end it, we need to click File, Export As, PNG. Okay. Before we do that, we can actually get rid of this YouTube background. You know what? Before we do that, let's click the eye icon. Let's select this bottom layer. Boop. Let's see. Let's make this the only layer visible. And we'll select the bottom layer. That's our wand tool. Alright, so let's select this rectangle tool and let's go right here. Then drag it across. Go into here, click delete. Boop. We need to rasterize this. Rasterize. Click delete. Now let's do it to the top part. Okay. Delete about that much. Okay, done. Okay. So now we can make everything visible again. And let's get rid of this layer. Alright guys, so that's going to be our banner. Let's click Export As, PNG, and click Save. Now it's downloaded to your computer. But yeah guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!